Sarah's Stampin' Retreat. Today we're going to be creating some tags using the Gingerbread and Peppermint Suite. So from that suite today we'll be using the stamp set, we'll be using the dies. So you can see that in the dies you've got this outline. The outline can be layered with this inside bit, so the detailed inside bit is to kind of give the frosting look, the icing look. The outside can also cut out the stamps, and they can also cut out some of the images from the papers, which I'll show you later. And then we've got lots of these kind of peppermint bits and a nice border. And then we've got these papers, so I'll quickly show you the papers. You get a pack of 48, so there's 12 double-sided designs and you get 4 of each type of sheet. So here we go. So you can see these are some of the designs, the bell and the snowflake and these peppermints that you can cut out with the dies. And the same, you can cut out all of the ones on here with the dies as well. The same on there. Oh, I've not shown you the backs of those. And that's the back. You can cut out these ones with the dies as well. And these. And you've got these lovely straps. So that's just a quick overview of what we'll be using today. So we're going to make some quick tags. So the first ones we're going to make are really super simple. I've cut out one of the outline baubles from basic white cardstock, one from cinnamon cider cardstock, and then I've got this detail piece from basic white cardstock. And then I've got the same with the stars, so the same layers with the stars. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of my cinnamon cider ink. I'm just going to rub that really lightly just around the edge, just to give it a bit of dimension, kind of give it more of a baked look. So then I'm just going to glue the detail pieces onto the cinnamon cider pieces. So I'm just going to lay those up with the basic white pieces. I'm going to take my pokey tool and then I'm just going to pop a hole right through the top of both pieces. I'm going to take some of my Simply Elegant trim. I'm going to use the gold. I'm just going to thread that through. And I'm just going to tie a little knot in the top. And just tidy up those ends. And there's our really simple tag. So then you've got your decorative piece and you've got a piece to pop your little message on. So let's just do that with this one too. So there are our first really simple tags. So then for my second set of tags, for each tag I've got a piece of cinnamon cider cardstock and a piece of basic white cardstock, and they measure 4 by 2 inches. And I'm just going to pop those together. And then I'm going to pop them into my tag topper punch. So you can see that gives us a really gorgeous look to the top of our tags then. So we're going to do some simple heat embossing on these ones. So I'm just going to use one of the stamps from a stamp set just to ink up this snowflake with Versamark ink. And then I'm just going to pop the snowflake there, just coming off the card, and then I'm going to pop a bell on the other one. I think that with the bell I might actually do a few little bits of bell. And this is our normal white embossing powder that I've just popped into this pot so that I can use a spoon and just sprinkle that over, and it's less messy than the way I usually do it, just popping it straight from the tub. It's harder to get it back into the pot then. So then I'm going to grab my heat tool, set it to the second setting, and I'm just going to heat up this embossing powder. So then all I'm going to do now is take some of this gorgeous double stitch satin ribbon, and this is a real red one. I'm just going to take 2 lengths, one for each tag. And then what I'm going to do is just fold over the length of ribbon, pop the bent end through the front of my tag, and then just poke these ends through this loop. So I'll show you that again. I'm going to fold this in half. I'm going to put this loop end through the hole. So I'm putting that through the hole on both ones stacked. And then there's a loop here. So these ends go through that loop. And there we go. So there's some more cute little tags. And again, we've got somewhere to write our note as well. So then for my final set of tags, I've got 4 pieces of basic white, 2 inches by 4 inches, and 2 pieces of this pattern paper. Again, 2 inches by 4 inches. And I'm just going to cut all of those with my punch, just the same punch I was using for the last set. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 of these pieces, and I'm going to cut this star out of one of them and the bauble out of the other. I'm actually going to do the bell and the bauble instead because the star does hang off the side a little bit. So then I've got my top pieces and my stripy pieces, and then this piece will go underneath, so this one will be the one that you write your message on. I'm not going to stick them together, I'm just going to put them together with the ribbon like we did last time. So I think for this one I'm going to use real red again, but I'm going to use the sheer ribbon this time instead of the satin ribbon that I used last time. I'm just going to do the exact same thing. So then just to finish them off, I thought that I'd just use a few of these little red rhinestone basic jewels just to add a little bit of bling. So that's those ones finished. Then there's our 3 ideas for simple tags that you can make with the Gingerbread and Peppermint Suite. I'd love to know which is your favourite. If you want to let me know in the comments below. I really hope that you enjoyed today's project. If you did, I'd appreciate you clicking like below, and you can also press subscribe if you'd like to see future videos. If you press the bell button and select all, then YouTube will also give you notifications when I've got a new video available. All of the products that we've used for today's tags are listed in the description below, and there's also a host code there. So if you pop the host code into your basket before you check out, then I'll send you a free gift after the end of the month. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope to see you again soon.